It's a moral obligation to pursue what you find meaningful.
I took Jordan Peterson's advice and it ruined my life. But that's because sometimes good things have to be ruined so better things can take its place.
I think you crazy.
I started something meaningful, a business. And the goal was only to make a few hundred in passive income. We ended up making so much more. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 4 positive effects of pursuing something meaningful and the 3 negative effects of pursuing something meaningful. And we're going to uncover all the money we've made from the very beginning of this journey to the current day. But before we made anything happen, we had to make a plan. So stage 1 was research and transformation. I mean, oftentimes the biggest barrier to success is a lack of education. But thanks to this part of the process, I learned everything I had to learn and knew exactly how I was going to make the money. Then I had to develop a consistent routine to make all this money. This whole routine development was one of the greatest things in my life I've ever committed to. I started going to the gym. I got more confident. Sorry, excuse me, love. Are you using this chair? No, take it. Sick. Can I be honest with you? Yeah. I've been sitting there for the last 5 minutes thinking of the best pickup line to come over here. I suck at pickup lines. What's your name? Ray. Joseph. I'm gonna get your phone number. Okay. Take you out for ice cream after Turkish food. And we're gonna have an incredible time. Yep. And of course I started the day with a powerful mental state of laser focus, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, which is all you need to make a ton of money. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, I was broke also. That's one of the main characteristics of Mumsy was paying for the trims when I was 18 years old. That was a bit mad as a big man, have a move. Let me explain to you real quick exactly how we started to make money, exactly what we did. We all worked in an industry called traffic management, which is in the construction industry. I was jobless and broke before this. But then I started making about 120, 150 a day. Now the education process that I walked you through earlier taught me one very valuable rule about business. If you find a way to add a lot of value, you'll find a way to make a lot of money. So as opposed to going out to the roads and making 120 a day, we started an agency and sent people out to the roads, which is incredibly more valuable to the British economy. And that was the plan. But the businesses failed horribly. We all started separate agencies and we failed at getting workers. We also failed at getting jobs for any of our workers that we did try and get. And everyone else in that meeting threw away the whole agency idea. But not me and my brother. No matter how many times we failed, just like COVID, we kept coming back in different ways. I eventually got my first 2 reliable workers who I met in Costa Coffee. They came over to me, complimented my suit because, let's be honest, I look incredible in suits. And just like a scene straight out of Wolf of Wall Street, I showed them how much we're paying our workers and they left their jobs to work for me like that.
Hey, listen, I quit.
And then off of the little agency profit, we started to make money. Now, thanks to one man's advice, so far, I had a healthier life routine, more confidence, and more money. All I needed now was to take it even further, and we did. In 2018, we ended up grossing about £60,000. Then we walked into 2019, and the success kept happening. Yeah, we continued to grow and do really, really well. We even did a video campaign to celebrate our success. Diving into the water fountain seemed like a pretty smart idea, and we knew it would be a good video to use to run ads on Facebook. So I decided to do it again to celebrate how far we've come in business today. Except the video campaign last time was a complete flop. We spent like £3,000, made no money, not a single new extra customer. I just ruined a good suit. and embarrassed myself. So yeah, I won't be doing that again. So it was at this time that Jordan Peterson's advice probably hit home the truest. I remember we was going to see one of our workers. We went to give him uniform, and I remember when I was handing him the uniform, he was like to me, "Oh, yo, I just want to let you know, I can't believe that I'm seeing two young black men like go down this path and actually do something different and do something meaningful. Most of our youth are like either selling drugs, stealing drugs, or killing for it. I'm having a son, and I hope he like grows up to be like you guys. Our people are oppressed in like various different ways to this day, and you guys are setting an incredible example. Like the way you guys are doing it makes me so proud." Now, I've never personally directly experienced race issues, and I also think life's way too beautiful to focus on the ugly things that any kind of people, but specifically our black people, go through. But nonetheless, race issues still exist and they're very real. And I guess that's probably the stuff that he's experienced, which is where his words came from. So it seems like from one particular angle, it's a moral obligation to do something meaningful because you have no idea what your work can mean to someone else. I felt proud to set that example, to be that in his head. I also felt really proud of the amount of jobs we've given to people and just the success we've amassed so far. But business has ups and downs, and yeah, as you can imagine, the momentum didn't last forever. 2020 came.
The virus was traced back to this
Mysterious
now closed seafood
pneumonia
country.
outbreak in
A new type of coronavirus. The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
We raised a ton of money for investors, invested thousands of pounds of our own money to start up a traffic management training company, which helped us to make about $2,500 a week. And it was going really, really well. But then when the pandemic hit, the client that we had been running the training company with called us and said, due to the lockdown laws, we're gonna have to shut down business. And then a little prior to that, a girl messed up a job which got 16 of my workers fired and cost us a £20,000 contract. We went from making nearly 10,000 a month to zero from that particular avenue. The good news is though, when the lockdown happened, because there was like less cars and less traveling going on amongst the roads, it opened up the roads so that traffic management jobs could be carried out a lot more frequently. So my industry as a whole kind of thrived through the lockdown. So first half was mad, the second half was better-ish. I can't really speak for my brother, but I personally made about 20,000 in lockdown, 2020, so I was mad. Then 2021 came. Now nothing crazy happened. I started my own official YouTube channel. We grew the company steadily, and the company ended up getting back on its feet. So in 2021, we made about 80,000. And looking back now, I've done exceptionally well since I decided to pursue something meaningful. I mean, at least I've done well enough to be proud of myself. And now here we are in 2022. Yeah, proud that I started this journey. I didn't show any of this stuff to show off. I mean, there's nothing to show off. I'm not a millionaire. I haven't even made 6 figures in a year yet. And there you have it. The positive effects are more than worth it. And I just want to say, if you've made it this far in the video, then no matter where you are in your entrepreneurial journey, if you're far down the line, if you're going through some downs, if you're experiencing some ups, don't stop. If you haven't started yet, start. You have an obligation to do something meaningful because you have no idea who it could impact. You have no idea how much people you could help. Doing this will transform who you are, which is something that I think all of us want. To be a little more tomorrow than we are right now, today. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe! The button's there! It's not tricky! If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. Hit the like button. And thank you, Jordan Peterson. The guy, if you ain't seen his stuff, jeez, go watch his stuff. The guy is breathtaking. There's no way you haven't. He has like hundreds of millions of views on the internet. The guy's gone viral. And I hope you have the courage after this to pursue something meaningful and to promise yourself you'll never quit. Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go from here. To the next one. I love you guys.